Whenever I see a movies like this, it always makes me feel so glad that I am a dragon squirrel. Good boy, brother. Greetings, world of the internet. I am the great Matthew Squeak, and welcome to Squirrel Talk at the Movies. It is time for the dog movie of all dog movies, trying to incorporate every gimmick into one grand movie. This is A Dog's Purpose, a movie about the life of a reincarnating dog. And there's a few humans in there too. Can it touch our heartstrings? Let's find out. The characters. There's a dog, and as I said before, it reincarnates. So it goes by quite a few names, but seemingly the most important one is Bailey. You know how sometimes you narrate what your dog might be saying as it's rolling around or whatever? That's pretty much the movie. The dog's doing whatever dogs do while the snowman from Frozen narrates the story. This doesn't exactly leave a whole lot of room for character or development. It's pretty much just an average ordinary hound.
You ain't nothing but a hound.
Turn that off! Bad dragon! As for the humans, it's pretty much the same. Seeing how the dog reincarnates often, we don't always get a lot of time to know them. There's a pretty typical boy, a pretty typical girl, a police officer. They're not unpleasant, they're likable enough, but there isn't a whole lot to any of them. The plot. The dog lives life as a dog, and when he dies, he reincarnates to a new family. That's, once again, all there really is to it. Most of the movie is watching a dog do typical dog things with a narrator. Watch dog run, watch dog eat, watch dog play fetch, watch dog chase chickens. If you're a dog lover in the slightest, this can all be seen as charming, but it's not necessarily plot. Aside from reincarnatingly stalk you, you can get your own dog to chase its tail or roll in the mud. This movie just gives you the charm without having to clean up after it. Same for the humans. The boy is a typical football star in the making that gets injured. Police officer is barely in the movie enough to be part of the plot, and the girl's just a typical girl coming out of her shell. Bailey also spends a good chunk of the movie wanting to get back to the first boy again. What about all the other people you cared about? What about all those families? Screw them! I want to go back to the first kid. Then, you can't reincarnate without killing the dog multiple times. Even though the people are simplistic and the plot is just dog, it still gets you every time. But why? The plot gave me little to care about, and the characters certainly don't bring anything to help. This movie is just cashing in on any pet owner that has ever lost a pet. That's all. You can just skip to the moment the dog dies, and you'd still feel the same way. It's genuine, but is that kind of cheating? You don't have to put much effort into the movie as long as you have an emotional dog death. It doesn't seem right when you put it that way. Design. It's a typical everyday suburban, a farm, matches what the rest of the movie is. Nothing spectacular, but nothing really standing out either. Overall, this is a tough call, to be honest. While the movie did coax an emotional response, I have a difficult time calling this a well-made movie just because it had a few heartfelt moments. So, meh. The emotion's real. It'll definitely try to yank some tears out of you, but there really isn't anything else to it. The plot and the characters are blandly simple. Until the dog dies for the first time, the movie was just a tad on the boring side. But if you're a pet lover, I'm sure you'll get an enjoyment out of it. So if you love dogs, go see it. If not, you should probably pass on it. And now, a moment with previews. Still looking forward to it. Nature! And I am not reviewing this one, 'cause this isn't exactly a movie that can be graded. If you love nature, animals, or China, you'll enjoy it. If not, and prefer action or horror, you probably won't. It's the Peculiar Children's Boy! I'm sorry, after seeing these two trailers here side by side, that's all I can think about when I see this. I am the great Matthew Squeak, and this is Squirrel Talk at the Movies. I thank my loyal subjects for watching. Please like and subscribe to me. If you are a dog lover, you may actually enjoy this one for yourselves. Also, if you so feel inclined, please support me on Patreon here.